I want to take you quickly through my weekly content value multiplier. It's a bit of a tongue twister, WCVM, weekly content value multiplier. This is a great way that you can use the power of social media to take some very small content that you've created and spread it everywhere. So without further ado, let me share my screen with you and let us quickly go through this, and it will all make sense to you in a second, right? So this is part of my theory that every day I should learn something new, and I've learned this from a number of people, and I've kind of taken the best of what I felt would be applicable to me and have used it in my business. Just like that, I recommend that you take a look at this, take out the golden nuggets that will work for you and your situation and what you're comfortable with. I'm by no means that am I saying that you should do everything, nor that it all applies to you, but take a quick look at this, because my challenge is how do you reach people? How do you connect with a lot of people all over the world without building another full-time job? And that's really how I came across and designed this weekly content value multiplier. The theory of it is quite simple in that on the vertical axis here, you will see that I have like identity, power of influence, target ideal client, problem solution. These are my verticals of the categories in which I add value to my clients. They, incidentally, if I just switch to this page, they actually follow my modules of my training and teaching for asset managers. Power 1, the power of identity, the power of influence in module 2, targeting your ideal client, defining your client, transforming your ideal client. Number 3, the ideal opportunity of how problems are the opportunity, and so on. Module 4, expert positioning. So as you see, these vertical columns are really the subject areas in which my business operates and how I add value to my asset management clients, right? On the horizontal axis, you will see words here like tactics. These are categories. Mistakes, where you take your mess and you turn it into a message for somebody else. Beliefs, case studies, facts and statistics, stories, turnarounds of friends or clients or whatever. And basically I have this matrix that you can see in front of me here. Over here you'll see I have a slot for the week, because I don't throw these away, by the way, and I always handwrite these from this point onwards. And the idea is basically that my formula W times CV multiplied to the power of M. Content and value. So as I plan my week in terms of social media engagement, emails, whether it is up here with LinkedIn, Instagram, which I'm not a big user of, Facebook, Twitter, which I try to avoid like the plague because I get sucked into all sorts of political arguments with people that I don't care about, YouTube, which is turning into a very powerful engine, email, or really just first aid of how can I actually help people. So I try and create this matrix where I try to find subject relevant content to post to my universe. And now my universe is not just all clients. They are competitors, they are industry contacts, they are hedge fund conference organizers, they might be funds that I've invested in or funds that I've sponsored and seeded, all sorts, but I have this big universe, but I try to post my content in some form of useful order. And I keep these sheets for every week because some of the content is not very time sensitive. It's just general good old-fashioned advice or quotations by somebody that I really appreciate. And I try and keep them in the general topic areas of the topics that our clients are actually learning about. And then once I've created this sheet, I use something called Hootsuite as a publisher to publish this across multiple channels. Let me show you an example, for example. So this was this week here, where I said, I am doing 30 days of Napoleon Hill quotations. And I want to publish them, but I want to publish them early enough. This is 5 a.m. here. I want to publish them early enough so that people in Europe and the Middle East can see them on the same day, but not too early, so that it disappears in their flow. So essentially, I will create a post and publish it to go. These are now posts over the different days. You see here, day 5 of 30, day 6 of 30, day 7 of 30, day 8 of 30, day 9 of 30. So essentially, I'm taking my quotations and I'm publishing them out to the world. I only chose to publish to the Global Fund Advisors page on Facebook, my personal LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn company page. So here you see, let's go back to today. This would have gone out day 2, right, at 5 a.m. I look at my LinkedIn post, and here it is. Anric Blatt commented on this, but Global Fund Advisors, this is the company page that posted this quotation, and you see here I'm already getting the engagement and connection from people, right? The same post went to my personal LinkedIn. Oh, sorry, I got these the wrong way around. That's my personal one. This is my personal LinkedIn. This is my company LinkedIn page. And then here it goes to the Facebook page. The idea behind this is that I can take 30 minutes once a week, create the content that I want to decide, plug it into my weekly content value multiplier, and have it go all over the planet. Then I keep these sheets because 2 or 3 weeks later, I might say, this might be something interesting. We can put this into a YouTube video, right? So I had one in here called on fact sheets, because a lot of managers keep sending out fact sheets, and I think it's like silly stuff. So this is actually a cut and paste.
We need to stop sending out fact sheets immediately, because I don't know who started.
So that's a short little 1:46 video. It's been viewed 34 times. Not a lot, but it really hasn't been available. But I can post that. But I'll show you how I actually use that. So here I've just created a short little YouTube video that is actually embedded somewhere in my blog. So now this is where the multiplier comes in. You see what I mean? So I've created a YouTube video and a blog post, and it goes all. I don't need to duplicate it.
We need to stop sending out fact sheets.
You get the idea? So anybody looking at the blog sees the YouTube video that registers as a view on YouTube. So now I've got one piece of content that's shared twice. But very easily, I can pick that up, copy the URL. Oopsie. I'll teach me right for multitasking, and go to LinkedIn, go to home, start a post, post the video, and voila. And in 2 seconds, I can have a post here, and I can go hedge fund, asset managers, please stop sending fact sheets. You're just training your prospects to ignore you. And bingo, post. Okay, so that's a good example of a content adding value, multiplying. Another great way to actually multiply your content is if you write an article on LinkedIn, post your content here, and then as soon as you hit save or publish, it will give you the opportunity to post that again as a post. Let me pick one up of here, my articles. Let me show you. It's way easier to do this in here we go. 10 steps to a killer meeting. Here I've got a thumbnail that looks like a video. The YouTube video is actually embedded in here, so I don't need to create the video twice. I just copied the YouTube post in here. Here is my article, 10 Let me just make a change here so it registers it. Easy steps to a killer meeting. Then I hit publish and I hit update. And once I'm done, LinkedIn asks me whether I want to share this on Facebook, I want to share it on Twitter, or I want to share it in my groups. But I can also get a link to this article, which I always copy. So now I can go to my groups. I can go to an interesting group that I'm interested in. Here's one, hedge fund private equity alternative investment networking group. Start a conversation, take the post, put it in there, bingo, and it's done. The whole thing just took three or 4 seconds, okay? So the idea behind this is that you have your content well thought out, that it adds value to your target audience. It's in the niches where where you help clients, and it is a nice diversity of facts and statistics, maybe some case studies. This is the most popular category where you can take a mess that you made and turn it into a message for somebody else. Something on tactics, something useful. I love doing at least once a week a shout out to a friend or a company or a supplier or a manager or somebody who's really impressed you in that week, and give them a shout out on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and help their business. And something very personal, that might be a video of your dogs or your cats, or a video of you just enjoying something, some kind of uplifting or positive message. And that is really the thought behind this weekly content value multiplier. So there are a lot of ways that you can engage with your audience without having to have a PhD in social media. So once you've created a YouTube video, it's very easy to take this YouTube video, submit it to a site like rev.com, R-E-V, or even Temi.com, which I actually prefer, and you upload the video and it will be transcribed for you in 25 cents per minute. So now you have a transcribed version of your video that you can post into a blog post, right? So if I wanted to create a blog post with a text without having to type it all out, that's a really good idea. Or you want to create some kind of like headliner, some kind of short video message, some kind of meme that promotes your product. I really love these kind of sites. So this is a useful one called Headliner app. My absolute favorite that my son introduced me to is a site called canva.com. You see here very, very easily you can create your own graphics. It's connected to any kind of image that you want to create, drag and drop, put it all around, and voila, you have a whole new graphic that you can create in absolute seconds. When you're ready to post it or download it, you can hit share directly here, or you can just immediately download it as a graphic file or as a PDF file. They have absolutely everything that you can ever need, right? One of my absolute favorites and something that I really think is worth the money is a video editor called Camtasia.
Looking to make your first video? You don't need a big budget or fancy editing skills to make an effective tutorial, product demo, or training video. Simply record your screen and add a few effects. Camtasia, you can make engaging videos quickly and confidently. Record anything on your computer screen: websites, software, webinars, presentations, or bring in your own files. Create engagement by adding callouts, animations, and transitions, or help your viewers follow along with built-in cursor effects. With a few clicks, you can customize the video to match your brand or style with intros, music, and lower thirds. End up with a professional-looking video your viewers actually watch. Then share directly to your favorite hosting site. With a Camtasia video, you get more viewer engagement and help your audience learn more effectively.
I think that you get the point behind that. This is an outstanding piece of software, by the way. You can take any videos, patch them together, and you can learn how to do this in about 2 or 3 days. You'll be pretty good at this. Another great service that just came out is Loom, loom.com. where you can see I have it up here. You can very easily sign in and immediately create a video and a screen sharing show. Instead of emailing somebody a fact sheet, quickly show them your performance, talk about it, move your mouse around, let people see a picture of you, and you will see 1,000 times more engagement. But everything always comes down to me in my weekly content value multiplier, because I like to have a strategy and a tactic behind this. I like to reach my clients, my prospects, even my competitors. I can't tell you how much business we get from our competitors who go, you know what, these guys are phenomenal. You should go and talk to them. They can help you, right? All because I'm reaching out to people all the time. I'm connecting with people, adding value. They see messages that appeal to them. And if ever, you know, I get to the situation where I want to reach out there and sell something to somebody, they know who I am. I've added value to them. I've engaged with them. They trust me. They know where to find me, and they'll actually be open to hearing what I have to say. So I hope you enjoyed this short little rundown on the weekly content value multiplier. Get in touch with me if you need any more help or any more explanations on this. Sometimes it's a lot easier to explain this on a one-on-one basis. So please, you know, feel free to book a call, engage with me through the comment area. I'll gladly show you this if, for example, you have a particular application or particular software. I am by no means an expert in all of them, but the ones that I actually use that I think are useful to my business, I've mastered pretty well, and I have a tremendous reach on that. You'll see even on YouTube, I started quite recently. Let me quickly go back to this. Videos. Sort by most popular. I have videos in here that now that are being viewed 250,000 times, 30,000 times, 30,000 times, 27,000, and so on. And a lot of, you know, don't forget that YouTube is the world's second biggest search engine, incidentally also owned by Google. And YouTube is a very uncrowded place, especially if you're very specific in your business, and it can bring you clients and awareness much easier than anywhere else. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you found that useful. Please let me know in the comments if there's any other area that you need some help with. I would love to serve you. Thank you.